What's going on, people? It is Irishgunner HD here, you can call me Irish, and today we are having a look at the PC patch for Forza Horizon 3 on the PC, of course. Basically, I thought we'd have a look and see if the performance patch did anything. First of all, let's check out the upgrades menu, because as you probably know, one of the biggest issues was upgrading cars on the PC, and I think it's actually on the Xbox One as well. When you go into the menu system is just ridiculously slow. It's like a 1 second, 2 second gap in between each one. So did it fix it? No. So I go over and just go through the options, basically, you'll see they have done absolutely nothing about it, basically. So yeah, that's actually really disappointing. It's one of the worst problems in the game at the minute. It literally makes me put off building cars. Like, I would have 100 cars built by now, but I've only, as it stands, I've only got like 4 or 5, like 6 maximum, purely just because the upgrading system takes so long. So that's strike one. They didn't fix that one. But if we go back out now into the world and just kind of dick about, anybody that sees this car that was around for Forza 3 and Forza 4, yes, I entirely, completely stole the design from SFX Fathom. The military with the kind of big VIP style wheels and the army tape, it just looks so badass. So if any of you watch this, or if Adam sees it himself, I'm sorry dude, I had to steal it. But yeah, so let's see, if in my last video that I made where I was, again, the sound option hasn't been fixed, so I'm just going to turn that down so I'm not screaming at yous. Yeah, but basically, as it, when I made the last video, this drift section one, on the section here, I was kind of getting about 30 FPS as I recorded. I was getting about 35 FPS, 40 FPS maximum. It does seem to be better. Now, I don't know if that's just because I have less things open, or what the story is, or if it actually did improve the overall performance. But the actual overall frame rates do seem to be better. They do seem to be much more in the 50 to 55, sort of 50 to 60 frames a second range. And the drifting isn't going to be fantastic because I'm using my controller, just so there's not a load of background noise. Yeah, you can see that it's definitely much more fluid. You can see the counter up the top there, 50, it's 57, 58, so it is hovering around 60. The problem is they didn't get rid of the stutters. I'm still experiencing a heap of stuttering. It's just, that's like the low frame rates I could almost put up with, because you could just kind of work around it, or like put on the 30 FPS stuff. It's the stutters that are the problem. Like, I think everybody agrees on that. Ah, you I think everybody agrees with that it's never usually the low frame rate. Obviously that's bad, we don't want that, but if we could at least have a shitty frame rate, but have it be like stutter free, that's almost good enough. Like, again, I'm not letting them away with it. We can't say that it is good enough. None of this performance is good enough, basically. Yeah, like, it would be at the very least you'd expect a few less, like you'd expect, sorry, no stuttering. That's just the bare minimum, like, but just these constant little spikes that throw you out of the drift. They send you into walls, they send you crashing. They're just unacceptable. Like, and like, this is the performance in just this section. When you go out into the open world, it's even worse. Yeah, it's no good. Like, the performance patch, as they call it, I'm sure as the game was when it launched, for some people it'll be fine. But for me, and I checked the Forza subreddit, it has had like little to no impact, and in some cases making it worse. So yeah, that's like, I guess you can kind of take what you want from that. It's one of those things where your mileage may vary, if you can excuse the pun. It just seems to be all over the place. Like, and I'll show you the settings when I finish this run here. Like, I have not got anything mental on. I'm on 2 times MSAA. Everything is basically on high. Like, these aren't crazy high video settings. I'm not trying to run it at ultra. I have it capped at 72 FPS, VSync on, because I heard that helps it, basically. I'll try that without it, and we see how that goes. Unlocked variable frame rate, or VSync off. But for the advanced, I have a 16x anisotropic filtering, medium, then ultra motion blur quality, just in case there is any residual motion blur, even though I have it disabled, as you see. Motion blur off. Yeah, just hopefully that if there is any residual motion blur, I just assume that I'd like it to be the best quality. So medium, 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 MSA only 2 times, FXAA on. I know it's like, people say that it's like putting butter on the screen, but for me, just as much AA as possible, please. Like, and then high. You can see, like, they're not exactly, like, I'm not going for like the craziest, most demanding settings here. Ooh. Oh, I did not just lose all those points, did I? That's very annoying. But yeah, so you can see that that's the, drifting is actually super easy on a controller in this game. But yes, just a side note. Yeah, you can see there that the stuttering is still there, and the frame, or the jumpiness, the lag in the menus, in like the UI for the menus. Fuck! But yeah, so basically the performance update hasn't really done much. I guess you could say that the overall frame rate seemed to be looking a little bit better. Let me just take it out of here, since I might as well just take it out here while I'm wrapping up the video. But just keep an eye on the frame rates up the top there and just notice out for any stutter. It's harder to tell in the video than when you're actually playing it. But if you put this video into 60 FPS 1080p, you'll see, like, right there as I came into that corner, massive stutters. I was going to hit the corner anyway, to be fair, but massive stutters still. But you can see that the frame rate is still, apparently, still 50 to 60, except for there when it dipped down into 30. They're dipping down into 30 again. It's just not good enough, like. Oh, what is happening now? And the game crashed! I've never had the game crash before. That's a new one. That's a new one. I literally, of all the problems that I'd had, the game crashing wasn't one of them that I've ever had. Now, I did coincidentally at the same time get a message on Facebook, as you might hear in the background. But the game crashed. Well then. To quote King Louis from the Jungle Book, which I was watching recently. Well then. Performance update, you say? I don't think so. Like, that speaks for itself, I guess. I guess I have to wrap it up there. I'm hardly going to start up the game again and wait for it to load up. So, yeah. Performance update. Apparently crashes the game when you get a message on Facebook, it would seem. Or something to that effect, because that's what happened. But yeah, that's it. That's disappointing, to say the least. But hopefully we can get some feedback from Turn 10 or Play the Ground Games, and I don't know, just get some more get some news or something. Like, but yeah, I'll wrap it up there. That's just completely unacceptable. It was not an update. It was like, that's actually literally a downgrade for me. I wasn't crashing before, and I just had the game completely crash out of me. So that's it. If you enjoyed it, I guess please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.